but he's gonna be cute. No! Oh! 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 We got a video of the kid. Ouch! Of the kitty. That's my leg! That hurts! Don't do that! Ow! Hi, crochet friends. So it's been a couple weeks since my last video where I told you that my new couch was coming, and there was some sad news. We got the couch to my house, and it fit through the main doorway, but because my house is so old, all of my doorways are really narrow, and trying to get it into the basement, I didn't take into account that just because when it's standing up it will fit through a door, that going down a staircase, that it would actually be taller on the diagonal as we tried to go, and yeah, it didn't fit. So I had to take it back, and I'm really sad. But I found a chair on clearance that I actually really, really love. So I'm going to show that to you, and then show you what I've done so far for my market, as well as some of the market setup stuff that I've got going on. And then we'll go from there. I'm going to show you some of the stuff I'm working on. I have 14 days until my 3-day market starts, so I'm definitely in crunch time. Thankfully, I randomly got vacation from my other job. The owners decided they were going to leave for a week, so they gave everybody else a week of paid vacation, which is awesome. Okay, so pardon the mess. It's been market prep time, and you can definitely tell because I have works in progress all over the place. But here's my chair. So this is what I got on clearance, because this actually was a piece of a sectional couch. And so you can see that, like, down the sides of it, they're unfinished, because it would have normally gone in between other pieces of a sectional. But this thing is wide. So I like to sit cross-legged, and now I get to sit cross-legged, which I'm very, very excited about. I do still need to get an ottoman for it because it just doesn't work out great to sit cross-legged all the time. Sometimes I would like to have my feet stretched out. I also need a side table so that I can put my drink on it. So right now, like you could see kind of by the placement of it, instead of being up by the wall, it's actually really close to my craft table, because here now I can put my coffee, and I can actually like keep my like my tapestry needle and my crochet hooks and all of the things so they don't just evaporate on me. So yeah, let me show you some of the stuff I've got going on for my market setup. So my market is actually going to have 2 tables, so it's looking a little cramped right now just because all of my finished projects are currently sitting on the table, and then all of my non-finished products don't have a spot yet. This still has like all of my general stuff on it, so I'm gonna have to clean that and get this set up differently, but this at least is a good start, and then we'll go from there. But part of what I'm doing today is I'm gonna be making some turtles, because I have no turtles. Well, I take that back. I have 1 turtle, but it's a big one, and it doesn't have eyes because it was one of the first things I did before I started using safety eyes. I need to embroider some eyes on him, but I'm gonna make some smaller turtles, like maybe like this big, or like, you know, hand size instead of large size. So this one is, he's big. So yeah, I need to make some smaller ones just because I have enough big items, I think. The markets that I'm going to are kind of out in the middle of nowhere. People are trying to spend like $5–10, so I know that I'm not going to want to try and do a bunch of like $40 and $50 items. They're just not going to sell. And since I'm taking time off of work for this, and I have way too many weekends off in July from my other job, I desperately need all of this stuff to sell, because I need to be able to, you know, pay my mortgage at the end of this month. So we'll go from there, and I am going to start working on getting the combs on these chickens and get those set up, and work on some turtles and follow along, because this is going to be a kind of a day in the life on my day off. Today is the 4th of July, so usually I would work on a lot of this stuff in the evenings, but I'm going to be working mostly through the day. just because like we've got the fireworks, and I live in a spot that has a really big fireworks show, so the traffic is going to get really bad later, and we're going to end up trying to go some places because we've got some events going on, so we're just going to get everything done that we can right now. Okay, so not all of my chickens are uniform. All of the eyeballs are in different spots because for some reason with this pattern from Oak and Marlowe, I cannot for the life of me ever get the eyes to match up when I sew it closed. So like this one was an oops, and you can see how close the eyeballs are. They're only like 2 stitches apart, but look at the little comb on him. He looks like a little barred rock chicken. I grew up with chickens, so like I absolutely fell in love with this. It's not the easiest yarn to work with, but I just love all the speckle on it. And so I'm gonna put a beak on him and he's gonna be so cute. And then I got, let me show you all the colors of all of the chickens that I'm doing. So I also got this like tan speckle. I don't know if you can see it super well. It looks like the camera finally focused. And I've got this orange one. Again, I've got to cut all the strings that I was weaving in, probably before my cat tries to attack me for it again. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? So I've got a couple of these ones. And then I got some of this like tan mousy brown color that I thought would work out really well. And I've been using a lot of my leftover colors for chickens, like after some other projects that I've done. So this was just like a little light gray dapple. He's gonna be cute. And no strings for you. This one is like a super light pink. And no, I'm gonna have to kick you out. This one was a mid-color change in a yarn that I had, and I thought that it actually kind of created a really cute effect on the chicken, so I'm going to keep that. And so I'm going to cut all of these strings before my cat kills me, and probably just give him a string to play with. And I'm going to start weaving on all of the combs, and then we'll finish up the stack. You guys, I decided to distract my cat so that he would quit trying to eat all of my plushies. And just look at how stinking cute this is. So I attached the string to a hook on my vent in the basement, but that fan kind of blows the string around, and he's having a little blast to himself over here. Isn't that right? And it's up just high enough that he has to like jump to get it, so he can't like pull it down. Oh, are you frustrated? Are you frustrated? Huh? Oh, he's mad. Much like me, he's not happy to not be successful immediately at anything. And I think it's upsetting him that he can't grab the string and actually pull it down onto the ground to chew on it, because he likes to chew on string and I really don't want to have to take him to an emergency vet. So at least this way, it's going to be a lot harder for him to like chew it into pieces. Okay, the string thing worked really well because now he is literally tearing across the basement, like doing a little like, and pouncing at it, and it's the perfect distraction. He's mad because he can't seem to get the string down, but that's exactly what I wanted. Oh no, what did I do? Oh, there we go. I had a loop in here that was weird. feel like this comb is really tall on this chicken. Does that seem a bit tall to you? I think maybe I added one too many double stitches on that when I should have done halves. Oh well. This one's gonna just have a mohawk, and that's what it's gonna be. Also, these are my knees, but I promise I'm wearing pants. I just happen to be wearing shorts that you can't see in the video. Nobody judge me. It's hot here. It's like 95 degrees today, 90 degrees, but it's humid. So the basement is a very nice place to be because it's like 74 maybe, which is another reason why the cat is down here with me today, because it's just so stinking hot. Okay. One end in. And 2 ends in, and then I'll clip these and put a beak on him, and he's done. Okay, you guys have to see this. Look at that fat boy. Oh, my hand is shaking, sorry. He just doesn't even know what to do at this point. I live like, I don't know, 5-6 blocks. It's like an 8-minute walk down to the river, which is where they shoot off all the fireworks, which is nice because I can watch them from my backyard and I don't have to go anywhere. But my house is also really old, and so when they light the fireworks off, it sounds like they are happening in my living room, which I don't mind. It's only a couple nights a year, and you know, it brings a lot of tourism to the area, but my poor cat is terrified every year. So I probably do need to get him something from like a vet so that he's not, you know, just losing his mind every year. Guess what? Another chicken! Almost. Still have beaks, but you know, we're down to like 9 of them now that I have to finish instead of 15, so just call it good. Story of my life. That's what I'm gonna name my memoir someday, when I'm a successful crochet artist who can do this full-time and does not have to work a dead-end job to pay her bills. Maybe if I publish like 17 patterns, one of them will go viral, and then I'll be able to pay off all of my student loans for my English degree that has done nothing for me. And then work on paying off my house, which has at least done something for me. I'm probably going to edit most of this out because I realized that I'm babbling and I probably shouldn't do that. For those of you who also crochet, which I'm assuming would be most of the people who would watch this video, especially those of you who do markets, do you ever just have the existential dread start to hit like a week or two before your market, where you wonder if you have done anywhere near enough? Because my biggest fear about doing this 3-day market is that I'm going to sell out in the middle of day 2 and then have to show up day 3 and just crochet like crazy on the fly, because I can't leave. I won't be invited back if I'm not there for all 3 days. But what happens if I don't have enough inventory? I'm a little bit nervous at that thought, even though what's more likely is that I won't sell anything. I feel like that's a more likely outcome than me completely selling out. I'm just not sure what to do. Because at this point, I thought I had a lot of stuff prepped, but then I keep having people ask if they can buy things, because I post a lot of my stuff on Facebook. And a lot of my friends are like, ooh, I want that, how much is it? And I tell them, and then they buy it, and now all of a sudden I have sold a lot of stuff, but I'm not ready for my market now. Because I think I only have like $600 worth of inventory, and I really need closer to like 2,000. Am I being unrealistic for a 3-day market? I feel like I've seen people that make like $1,000 a day at their markets when they make their like market day videos on YouTube. And so I feel like that's not entirely unrealistic to think that I need a couple grand worth of inventory for a 3-day market. But it's also the first or second annual market for these people, so I don't know how well advertised it is. Nobody knows really how well attended it's going to be. I mean, maybe there'll only be 50 people there. And then what do I do? You know, I'm going to sell 2 plushies and the show's an hour away. So that won't even pay for my booth fee, let alone my gas. Okay, hi guys. It's the next day because I can't seem to make a video in just one day. But I wanted to show you what I got done. So I'm gonna set the camera down and then show you all of the chickens that are officially done and ready for the market. Okay, so originally I had 1 completed chicken and then I had 14 chicken bodies. And now there's 1. I really like these ones, like they're like a little orange red. And I've got this one, my little speckled one. I've got my barred rock speckled ones. I have 4 of these ones. 2, 3, whoops, dropping stuff. I've got my little pink chicken. I don't like this one as much just because, like, to me, whenever you make a bird in like light pink like this, they look naked. Hopefully someone will like that. And then I've got this one, and this one was my like spare yarn from another project. My dappled gray, which I think might be my favorite. And then, you know, just a bunch more really similar ones. But they all have eyes, and they all have beaks, and they all have combs, so these are all ready to go. And then last night I was working on a new pattern that I don't remember who it's by. I'll put that in the description. But it was supposed to be for a sunflower turtle, but I figured I could just make it into any sort of like little flower frilly turtle. So here's his little face and his shell. Isn't it cute? I actually do really like this, but I decided that like the head is kind of flat and it's a little bit weird, so I decided to make another one and amend the pattern. I also think that like turtle shells are supposed to go all the way around, and most turtle patterns only have the shell on the top and then the body color on the bottom. So I decided to make another one last night. And so I amended the face a little bit, so now it's a little bit more rounded and not flat. And the shell actually goes all the way around the body. So right now I am working on one that's going to be almost opposite of that one that I just showed you. So the head and body are going to be this color, and then the shell is actually going to be the light teal from this one. And so I'm working on the shell right now. I have all the rest of the pieces, and I am going to show it to you once it's done. But my goal today is to get like 3 or 4 more turtles done, and hopefully get wings done for bees so that I can put the bees together and get them on the table. And then I'm going to try and reorganize my other craft table so that I can start doing my mock layout, because at this point my market is in 13 days, which means that I have 11 days to finish prepping for it, and then 1 day to get my table setup done, take pictures of it so I know how I want it laid out, and then get everything put together and in my car, because the market is an hour away and I don't want to be up at like 4 o'clock in the morning on Thursday trying to get my car packed, and I don't want to forget anything. So we're just going to get that all done the day before, because I do not like to be stressed out on the day of, and I'm already stressed out that my alarm wouldn't go off. So yeah, I'm going to start working on some more turtles. So this one's almost done. Look at him. I just have to close up the bottom. I know I said my goal was like 4 turtles, 3 or 4. I don't know how much I'm gonna get done today. I might just end up making pieces and then working on them, putting everything together tomorrow. But we'll see how things go with that. It just kind of depends on how I'm feeling. Honestly, it's already been a long day and it's only like 1 o'clock and I'm just kind of getting started with things now. So I don't know how long I'll do this. I know we've got fireworks going on tonight and my husband will be home in like 3 hours. And I probably should, like, I don't know, clean the house or something before he gets home. So I might do a little bit of that and then come back. But my goal is to actually get some things done today because I would like to actually have more than just a video saying what I want to do and actually show you some of the stuff that I have done. The nice thing is I was filming a lot yesterday, so there probably are going to be some decent bloopers. I might put them at the front of this video, so you might have already seen them. But there we go. There's another turtle. Done. I actually really like this one. I like the like bright shell with the plain body. Like this, I don't know if you can see it super well, but it's like a little mottled tan cream color. And I really like it with the teal. I might actually make a couple more of these. But my next one, I already have the body pieces done, so I just have to do the shell and then put it together. And then I have another one that's just a shell and I have to do body pieces, but the colors won't match, so I tricked myself into then having to make 2 more by doing things that don't match. So yeah,